I'm here today to do a video I try to do every year, and it's when I round up all the top 10 books that I still need to read from BEA last year. Normally before every convention that I go to, I go through all my books, like I'm going to go through my ALA books, and I kind of pull the books that I just don't think I'm going to get around to reading, and I donate them. So these are the books that have made it through all of those unhauls, and these are the top 10 books that I would love to tackle before I go to BookCon in BEA this year. God willing, the coronavirus, let's that still happen. It's still undetermined. I really hope it does happen because I love that convention. But here are the top 10 books that I'm going to focus on before that comes. The first one is one I'm in the middle of reading. It's A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kimmerer, which is the sequel to A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I'm really liking this book. I'm about 60 pages in, and I'm so excited to dive back into this book tonight. This follows Harper and Ren, and then it also follows Gray and Leah Marie, Lilith's daughter, I think, or Karis Lauren's daughter, and it's kind of the other side of that story, which I'm really excited. I've also been having some very good luck in Rick Riordan imprint novels. Two are on this list, and Tristan Storm Punches a Hole in the Sky from that, and this is actually my friend Sarah's book, so I really need to get around to reading this. But it is also middle grade March, so this might actually wind up on my TBR as well. Prom by Sandra Mitchell, which was inspired by the Broadway show that I wound up seeing, and I really wound up liking it. I love the music, and I would love to finally get around to reading this book. I got this so long ago, but I really did like the play, and I always tend to like novelizations. So, I also want to still having A Treason of Thorns by Laura A. Weymouth, which is the same author of Light Between Worlds. I don't know much about this book. I know that it's something to do with magic, and that's really it. But I really liked A Light Between Worlds, and that's why this book made the list. Another sequel's on this list, Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Ning. This one's, I think, assigned to me, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, and I really wound up liking the first one. I heard mixed things about this one, but I still want to read it. I also wound up picking up Rebel Girls by Elizabeth Keene, and this one was another one that came from Inkyard Press. And I think it's 1982, Baton Rouge, and I think a girl is accused of having an abortion, and I think they kind of deal with the aftermath of that, and even if she did have an abortion, it's not a bad thing, or not, it shouldn't be a criminal act, I think this is what they're saying. But I really like this cover, and again, I like books that deal with topics like that, because I don't think it happens enough. Another thriller that I added to my list is The 10th Girl by Sarah Faring. This is another book that I wound up signing, and this is about sharks and shimmering and Paranormal myth. The 10th Girl is a gothic psychological thriller with a haunting twist. I tend to like thrillers, so I'm excited about that. Also, Rage by Cora Carmack. I really need to re-listen to Roar. Once I finish the Queen of Air and Darkness series, I'm definitely going to add the first book to it, because it's been about 2 years since I read it. Also, Angel Magic by Garth Nix. I was really excited about this. I know this is another magic-based novel, and that's really all that I know. And then the last book on this list is Firekeeper by J.C. Cervantes, which is the sequel to The Storm Runner. And I really, really want to get around to reading it. So those are the top 10 books that I hope to tackle that I got from BEA last year before I go to BEA this year. Who knows what's going to happen? I may have a lot more reading time than I originally planned. But I will talk to you guys for another video. Bye, guys.